Rav Yisroel Salanter and the Baalei Mussar, they talk about how in the olden days, when people heard that Chodesh El was coming, people would shiver. And the expression used, the fish in the water used to shiver. And already in their day, they were talking about how people are not so afraid of Elul. And it's a shame, because people really did Teshuvah in the olden days. For many of you, perhaps this Elul thing was instilled in you, but with a lot of fear, and I guess that generates some negativity. This fear of Elul. What is this fear? What should we be telling our children? What should we be telling ourselves? So of course, what comes to mind is the din. We're going to be judged. We're scared out of our wits. It seems like in the olden days, people could be scared into doing Teshuvah. You frighten people enough and they turn around. I don't know, times have changed. Fear doesn't really motivate us so much. If anything, it paralyzes. What do we do with the fear of Elul? There's a beautiful piece in the Torah Avram, the Ma'amarim of Rav Avram Grudzinski, the Mashgiach and Slobodka. He speaks of the fear of Elul as the fear of a lost opportunity. You know, sort of, you won the sweepstakes. You get 60 seconds in the department store to pull off the shelves whatever you want to. And you're awe-stricken because you're afraid you're going to waste this minute and walk away with some small stuff. You got to really plan your minute. You don't want to lose out on this opportunity. Elul is such a time of opportunity. Elul Tishrei. You know, all year long, we're stuck in our ways. We all want to be better people. As a Jew, every Jew wants greatness. Greatness is so much part of the Jew's life, vocabulary, of course, dreams. The word mediocre in our culture is an insult, a profanity almost. We always need the best, and we'd all love to be great. But we all have issues. If we could only overcome our issues, we would be so much greater. Elul Tishrei. This is a time of opportunity. This is a time where you could really embark upon a process that is going to transform you into the great person you can be, where you could start dumping all the baggage that keeps us back. The fear of Elul is that it'll be a lost opportunity. We're going to waste our Elul away, either focusing on nothing or focusing on what's not really something we should be dealing with today. We'll be getting to the Teshuvah process. But altogether, as you approach this season, you really have to think to yourself, what is it about myself? What is it that I should be able to do but just can't bring myself to? What is it that I shouldn't be doing that I've got to stop? What is it that stands in the way of my becoming great? Really identifying that and making sure that you focus your Elul on really navigating that issue or those issues beginning a process where you're really going to change. But make sure that's what you're focusing on. People either are unaffected because they're too busy and they need to be shaken up a little bit. And for that, the shofar of Elul has to be there to remind us these are special times. Don't waste them. And then there are others that are just overwhelmed with that whole collection of averos that we've got. We don't know what to do with ourselves. We sort of give up. 1 second. Elul is not about averos. It's about growing. This is the time of the year where you've got to ask yourself, what do I need to become great? What am I missing? What is standing in my way? And I'm going to tackle it. There's got to be a resolve. There's got to be a resolve. Because you can attain greatness. You're a Jew. There's always something in the way. What do you have to do? Elul is the time to focus on that and start really planning how with time you're going to be able to, again, overcome an inability to do something that you know you've got to do, or get rid of something that is just standing in your way, something undesirable. Don't waste Elul. Don't waste Elul. And yes, develop a fear, a real fear. This is such a time of opportunity. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Don't waste it on averos. And of course, don't waste it on just being overwhelmed and talking about how you got to do teshuvah. We're not doing anything. And I think one of the problems is that people don't realize that real teshuvah is growth. Real teshuvah is not just refraining from doing averos. Is real growth. And this is a season that offers us the opportunity to grow. As we go through the whole process of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and finally Sukkot, we can be changed people. Not change people that are perfect, that will never do something wrong. Change people in that we can attain our greatness. We can reach a point where all the talent that Hashem stuffed into us, all of that can really come to fruition, and we become great Jews. And everything that stops us from getting there, we can tackle. This is the month to start the process. So yes, be afraid. Be afraid. Be afraid of wasting it. And hopefully you won't. Make the most of it. Let this be the most productive Elul Tishrei of your lives. Grow, become great. Become the Yisrael Asher B'chai Espar, the great Yid that every one of us can become. That's what we put into this world for. Make it happen.